Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. Sorry for the angle here. My normal camera setup is a little bit busted at the moment. So we are propping you up on my drill press. You can see this is my crazy living room workshop that I've got going on, but we're gonna be sitting against my drill bit. So 3/16 in case you're wondering. But this guy is the sheath of today. The sheath that we're showing off, and the knives are Mora Garberg and Mora Eldris, and these are very popular knives. The Garberg is Mora's first and I think only full tang knife, and the Eldris is just a very compact knife, but it has a full-size handle so you can get a great grip on it. So anyway, I want to know what you guys' favorite Mora is, so if you want to comment down below, let me know what your favorite Mora knife is and why, or if you don't like Mora knives, hit that too. I'm going to start trying to make my videos a little more interactive, build a little community out of it, and hopefully bump up my traffic and turn this channel into something a little bit bigger. So, alright, anyway, about a year ago, Tim from Everyday Tactical Vids dropped a video of a bunch of sheaths I made for him, and in it was a system very similar to this with these two knives, and the color scheme was this here. This is Mossy Oak Elements Battleship Gray, and blood red was for all the attachments and the piggyback. So Stuart from England asked me if I could build him that same color scheme with just a ferro rod. It doesn't have the compass like Tim's sheath has on the back. And of course I said yes, and then he emailed me just a couple weeks ago and asked if I could maybe switch and do a camo for all the attachments in the piggyback, and just he left that up to me which camo I chose. So to keep that kind of gray and stormy theme going on, I went with Urban Digital camo. So I think that looks really nice on there, especially with the black handles of the Moras there. And then we have a Coughlin's Fire Steel at the bottom, and I give you a double snake knot so that you can really grip it with your thumb there. I think that makes it a little easier to work with. It is a tight mold at first, so you're definitely going to have to pull a little bit to get your ferro rod out of there, but that's just in the interest of making it sort of a really nice looking loop, very tight around it. And then obviously as you use it, the rod's going to get smaller, and this shock cord becomes 100% necessary for the retention of your rod. We have it here on a leather dangler. This is what I do for my danglers. I set them up with this sort of flex plate that's mounted to the top of the sheath, so it basically just braces against the sheath itself. If you ever snagged and it were to bend or something, you won't have it bend to the point of breaking or creasing, which would ruin your knife, or your sheath rather. So here we go. We got a really strong setup there, and even got his initials stamped into that leather there, SW. So that's looking pretty good. As far as the fit of the knives go, you have a very easy draw with that Eldris, and with this guy it doesn't really click going back in. Let me show you. You can hear it kind of whoosh, whisper back in, but I'm trying to do a slightly different thing with the retention on these. So instead of having it pass through a pinch point to give you that click retention that you're so used to with Kydex, I'm actually trying something different with a little bit of a tapered entrance essentially, and having with these soft rubberized handles, you can, passing through a pinch point, you can wear the handle out. You can actually start to scrape off material over time, and it's something to be aware of when you order a sheath for something that has a softer handle. So in an effort to sort of defeat that idea altogether, or to completely avoid having any chance of doing that, I'm trying a different type of retention on this. So it's the same idea. The Kydex pinches your handle, but it doesn't quite do it to the same degree, and you're not going to create a hot spot by drawing in and out. So this actually kind of, as you go in, it just finds a point when it actually tightens down just a little bit. So I'm trying that. It definitely works well, and it survives all the same shake tests, and there's no rattle, no play. You can feel that it's got decent retention, but at the same time it's very easy to draw, and going back in you just have to push until it bottoms out. That's essentially it. So let me show you real quick. This is what I do to all of my sheaths before I let them leave the shop. So you can see I'm not bracing the knives themselves, right? I'll even go up a little bit higher so you don't think I'm cheating and grabbing on that Eldris. But I shake them like that to make sure that they're not rattling, to make sure that there's no play, and obviously to make sure nothing falls out. I put out a couple pieces of my high density foam, like what I use for pressing the knives, put them on my workbench, and I do that. So if it does fall, it just falls right over. But anyway, I wanted you guys to see that and let me know what you think of this. I don't get too many knives with soft rubber handles, but sometimes you do. And I have been using a gentler click retention. Sometimes you don't really hear the click, but you can feel it. This one you can't. There is no click whatsoever, but you still get that quality retention. You get a great draw and no rattle, no play. So I'd love your thoughts on it. As for the Garberg, it's not quite a ballistic draw, I think, because of the sort of the balance and weight distribution on it. As you can see, the knife just, the end is so heavy, it just wants to tilt down immediately, which kind of prevents it from being able to go ballistic. But if it's upright, which it will be because it's dangling, the sheath will just fall right off, essentially. So this is a really great really great setup, good draw, and nice rugged sheath. So, alright guys, I would love your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you like it, hit that like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. Definitely let me know also about the Moras. Like I said, what one's your favorite, or if you don't like them, let me know why. Not want one between these two, but want Mora knife in general. That's what I'm asking. So, okay guys, thanks for tuning in, and stick around for the next one. God bless.